for coming.
Hey,
We are so happy to have you today.
welcome to E3 2017.
Not even a little. I'm dying on the inside, dude.
And I know that it can't be in beta forever, so Cliff, tell us when it's out.
But first, let's talk about what games we expect to see from EA today, like Star Wars Battlefront 2.
Pretty much at showtime, so that means cell phones off, no smoking, which means e-cigarettes, vape pens. If you vape, just, keep it outside because this is California where the weed is legal, but smoking a cigarette will get you honeyed in quinoa.
And I am pretty cool, right?
Player freedom is our #1 goal.
As well as all the gamers, fans, and journalists tuned in online from all over the world.
A place where you can trust no one.
Yeah, like Hollywood.
This shit just never gets old.
Hi there, gamers. It's a pleasure to see you all again. So here are the times. 9 o'clock for Los Angeles, 11 o'clock for Chicago, noon for New York, 5 o'clock for London, 6 o'clock for Berlin, 1 in the morning for Tokyo, and 2 in the morning for Sydney. I'm nice and caffeinated. It's great considering how little sleep I've gotten. Here's some predictions. It's literally going to be a better conference than Sony, most certainly so. Switch games? Yeah, most likely. Soy Boys, you bet your ass on it. New Smash? Yeah. And then some AAA shit's very probable. I'm also going to read off some of the ideas that is going to happen in the conference. K. Constantine says that there's more games in the PS4, he predicts. And that Smash 5 is probably going to be a port of Smash 4. Shudda627 says there are probably going to be 17 more Lambo kits. You can't wait for those, right? Bunch of cardboard, y'all paid fucking $60 on this shit, or however much it would cost. It's gonna be interesting, certainly. Any ideas or predictions you guys are figuring out? Anything that you're seeing? So, K. Constantine again says a label gun. Smash 5 non-port since months, Ito Taku says. Limited run games put out lots of Switch games. Oh, put out lots of Switch games, yeah, that's right. Any other things before it cuts to the stream? Alrighty then, gamers, without further ado, I introduce you to the E3 Day 4, or E3 Day 4, Nintendo.
新暦3564年第107代アーケディア法王ラダリアは軍事大国シアへと遠征軍を派兵。一夜にしてその首都ホメロパは陥落し、アルスもろとも雲海の底深くへと沈んでいった。その陰にはたった一人のプレイと天の聖杯滅の存在があった。
次のターゲットはイーラに決めた。
なぜ世界を破壊する？
気づいてるんじゃないか。破壊したがってるのは人間だと。
僕が本国から受けた使命は天の聖杯滅の討伐だ。どうだろう、僕らにその力貸してもらえないだろうか。
ひょっとして怒ってる？滅の討伐のこと。
国民を守るための戦いに身を置けるなら本望だ。
君に頼みたいことはただ一つ。あの滅を葬り去ってもらうことなのだから。
一体何の目的で？
別に退屈しのぎだよ、ただの。
ふざけてるの？
これが天の聖杯同士の激突。
お前いい目をしてるな。
俺の行く道はこの道だ。交わることはない。
When we launched Nintendo Switch, our vision was a home system you could play together anytime, anywhere. 2 detachable Joy-Con controllers, countless play possibilities. From day one, all of you have shown the world what that means. Whether playing at home or on the go, from low to on high. Where will Nintendo Switch take you next? To a smashing invitational cheered by fans and challengers? Or on a journey through verdant fields and Viridian cities in a timeless quest to catch them all? A few weeks ago, we showed you Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, a brand new Pokemon adventure through the vibrant Kanto region where your partner, Pikachu or Eevee, is always by your side. Add the transformative power of Nintendo Switch, and you can play as you like, anywhere you like, or for the first time in this series, catch or battle Pokemon on one system with a friend. You can even transfer a Pokemon into the game from Pokemon Go. This is a Pokeball Plus. You can use it like a Joy-Con controller with Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu and Let's Go Eevee, or play the entire game with it alone. You can put a Pokemon into the Pokeball Plus, then bring it with you. Sounds like there's already one inside. It's the mythical Pokemon Mew. Mew comes exclusive with every Pokeball Plus and can join you on your journey through the game. Pokemon Let's Go Pikachu, Pokemon Let's Go Eevee, and the Pokeball Plus will be available on November 16th. Discover new friends and challenges as you explore this mysterious and enchanting world. Wherever you go, with whoever you like, only on Nintendo Switch. Now, let's check out something else we can't wait to show you.
Okay, you ready for this?
All right.
He's desperate.
Don't even think about it. All or nothing.
Yes!
Come on, man.
Hey.
Ray, what's up?
What are y'all doing? Come play. Okay.
Gotta change it up, though.
That's gonna go too fast. Let's do it this way.
We need to have, like, some angles.
Okay. That looks cool. Ready? Do it.
Oh, game on.
Okay. You're going. Oh.
Really? Come on.
Oh, no.
All right, let's do another one.
Are you guys ready to do this?
All right, hang on this one. Fast and inside.
Okay. All right, ready?
Yeah.
Oh, wow.
One more. One more.
We should do one more. Rematch.
What was that? 3, 2, 1.
Long ago, the divine Seros received a revelation from the goddess, a gift to help guide the lost. Now, the goddess watches over Fodlan from her kingdom above as the mother of all life, the arbiter of every soul.
Go ahead, give me orders. It's time to measure your worth as an instructor. Such a brutal, irrational world we live in. Some believe the crests, tokens of the goddess's power, are necessary to maintain order. But they're wrong, teacher. The crests are to blame. To walk this path with me? One misstep, and we fall to our ruin. So take your first step. It's now or never! I will return here someday, my teacher. Promise me that you won't forget me.
I can't wait to drop off the battle bus and meet some of you on the battlefield in Fortnite. And on Nintendo Switch, you can have the complete Battle Royale experience, whether playing together online with friends in the same room or around the world. Available at 10 a.m. Pacific Time today. Nintendo Switch, a home console where you can access a full range of games content, including a wealth of groundbreaking games from our independent development community. Your support for indie games on Nintendo Switch has been inspiring. And to all of you, as well as all of the developers behind these rich and varied experiences, from all of us here at Nintendo, thank you. Let's pull back the curtain on a few more, including 2 we're showing for the first time here today. Aspiring chefs, ready your cleavers, pots, and cutting boards in Overcooked 2, a sequel that's brimming with more recipes, characters, kitchens, and white-knuckle mayhem. Prepare for the ultimate cook-off with new features like the ability to throw ingredients, kitchens that can change on the fly, and with Nintendo Switch, the opportunity to bake, barbecue, or broil with another player in wireless, local, and online play. Save the world from clumsy cooking when Team 17's frantic food juggler arrives on August 7th. Hop on a snail, hoard berries, or wipe out the enemy's queen to claim victory in Killer Queen Black. Redesigned from the ground up, Liquid Bit and Bumble Bear Games' acclaimed arcade extravaganza that became a multiplayer phenomenon is coming to Nintendo Switch. And for the first time on console, 2 teams of up to 4 each can square off in exciting battles. Play it first on Nintendo Switch later this year. And finally, venture through the mysterious subterranean landscapes of a vast, forgotten kingdom in Teen Cherry's Hollow Knight, an action-adventure filled with gripping combat and haunting secrets. Hand-drawn characters and sublime scenery abound in this sweeping platformer that offers endless hours of intricate exploration. We revealed earlier this year that Hollow Knight was coming to Nintendo Switch, and I'm pleased to announce that the game, packed with all the previous downloadable content, is available on the Nintendo eShop starting today. These are just a few of the terrific indie games you can play in the months ahead. After this presentation, stay tuned for Nintendo Treehouse Live, streaming right from the E3 show floor, where our Nintendo game experts will give you a closer look at some of these games and more. And I personally cannot wait to watch as intrepid challengers test their mettle in our Splatoon 2 World Championship and Super Smash Bros. Invitational 2018. The action starts immediately following Nintendo Treehouse Live. Before we move on, I have an important update on a game I know fans have been looking forward to. Octopath Traveler from Square Enix is coming exclusively for Nintendo Switch on July 13th, and you can download a brand new demo for the game from the Nintendo eShop on June 14th. Now, let's take another action-packed look at some more experiences coming soon to Nintendo Switch.
Hi everyone, I'm Shinya Takahashi of Nintendo. I hope you enjoyed what you've seen. Recently, it's been nice to see people pull their Nintendo Switch systems from their bags to play, even when they have only a little bit of free time. Every time I see that, I can't help but smile. At Nintendo, we approach development with the goal of delivering new and unique games to surprise people all over the world, and we're thankful for the many publishing partners also making games for Nintendo Switch. Today we share just a small portion of what we're currently working on. We hope you will look forward to what's coming next on Nintendo Switch. Now, it's time to share information on a certain title. I'll turn it over to someone I think you know.
Hi, I'm Masahiro Sakurai from Sora Limited. Today, I'd like to introduce you to the new Super Smash Bros. Game for the Nintendo Switch. As you may know, Super Smash Bros. Is an action game about smashing beloved game characters off the screen. Many fighters have appeared in this series. I'm sure you're all eager to find out who will be joining the roster this time. So we made a video to showcase some fighters appearing in the game. The number next to each fighter signifies the order in which they joined the Super Smash Bros. Series. Please take a look.
Yahoo!
That's right. Every fighter in Super Smash Bros. History is joining the battle. Indeed, absolutely every Super Smash Bros. Fighter ever is in this game, whether they were originally DLC or only appeared once in the past. We believe that's what players want, so we made the impossible possible. Any way you slice it, this one has the most Smash for your buck. Simply put, this is the biggest crossover in gaming history. Once again, worlds will collide. Even so, your starting roster may be as small as the original Nintendo 64 game. We've streamlined the conditions for unlocking fighters, and we want to make the process interesting so it feels like you're constantly recruiting popular characters to your side. 8-player battles are also making a return. See what happens when you pit many different fighters against one another. Now let's take a closer look at certain fighters by highlighting how they've changed since their last appearance. Mario's still easy to use, but we did add a little something or someone from his latest adventure. He can also wear his wedding and builder outfits. Link dons his champion's tunic from The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild. His bombs are now remotely detonated, and his final smash unleashes ancient arrows. He can also wear Link's familiar Tunic of the Wild. Although it's been a while, the 2-in-1 fighter, the Ice Climbers, are back. Work together with Nana. Once she's gone, you're in serious trouble. Ike's outfit from Fire Emblem Path of Radiance returns, along with his look from Fire Emblem Radiant Dawn. Now you can use both versions for the first time. The two different versions are even voiced a little differently.
Prepare yourself. Prepare yourself.
We now have the female version of Pikachu, complete with a heart-shaped tail. Did you notice Pikachu Libre is a girl? Fox's design is now based on Star Fox Zero, and his final smash has received an overhaul. This time, final smashes are straight to the point, so you can get right back to fighting. Falco's final smash features an unorthodox ship formation that's more unruly than Fox's. Either way, the Landmaster has been retired. In one-on-one fights, Ryu will always face his opponents, just like in his original game appearances. It's a small touch that reduces accidental command inputs. Charge moves, like Samus's Charge Shot, can now power up in mid-air. You can cancel with jump or dodge, but you'll be open to attack. Marth's Dancing Blade is faster, and it's easier to unleash one after another. This holds true for Roy and Lucina too. In addition, Marth is now fully voiced in English.
Keep your eyes open!
Backed by popular demand, veteran fighter Snake is sneaking back into the fray. It's been 10 years since his last appearance in the series, so we can finally make some new dream matches come true. Of course, Shadow Moses Island is back too. King DDD's final smash is basically a cage fight where he unleashes missiles and a jet hammer. Pichu is also returning from Super Smash Bros. Melee. Its electric shock still damaged itself too, so be careful. In The Legend of Zelda: Breath of the Wild, Zelda is more into research than fighting, so her design is from The Legend of Zelda: A Link Between Worlds. Zelda is much more elegant and regal than our other fighters, but we made sure you wouldn't underestimate her energetic attacks. Her final smash is a ceiling move called Triforce of Wisdom. Sonic's final smash, Super Sonic, is more souped up than ever. Either you're too slow, or he's lightning fast. Pac-Man also got a speed boost this time around. Looping around the stage sounds just like Pac-Man, don't you think? Pokemon Trainer is back with Squirtle, Ivysaur, and Charizard. You can change Pokemon during battle, and this time there's no penalty for sticking with one, so feel free to pick your main. Also, you can play as a female trainer for the first time. Some fighters, like Captain Falcon, trigger a dramatic slow-mo effect on strong attacks in one-on-one fights. And of course, his hazardous Big Blue stage is making a return. Just like before, you can play as Cloud in his Final Fantasy VII costume or his Final Fantasy VII Advent Children costume. Now you can see his limit gauge near his damage percentage at all times. Special displays are available for certain other fighters too. For example, you can see how much longer Robin can use Levin Sword and Tomes. For Villager, we made it easier to see what you've pocketed. Between the male and female versions, there are 8 different villagers. Bowser's Final Smash, Giga Bowser, is even bigger and better. He's now as big as Bowser from the Yoshi's Island game. All of Mr. Game & Watch's moves are back, and he looks even more like he did in his original games. His transformations are more full of character than ever. Young Link from Super Smash Bros. Melee is making a comeback that makes 3 Links for the first time. Lon Milk, anyone? After 10 long years, Wolf makes his return. His design is based on Star Fox Zero, and each of his moves have received a significant upgrade. Kirby is his usual puffy self, but we've added a little something to his stone ability. He has a copy ability for every fighter, so the more fighters we have, the more challenging he becomes to develop. Shulk used to require repeated button presses to toggle Monado arts, but now you can choose a specific one with a button press and a quick directional tilt. Sure is handy to change arts on the fly. We also added Fiora to his Final Smash. Ganondorf rises again, returning to his popular design from The Legend of Zelda: Ocarina of Time. And for his Final Smash, he becomes Demon King Gaem. Mii Fighter's proportions have been tweaked a bit. There are 3 types: Brawler, Sword Fighter, and Gunner. The moveset for each type has also been enhanced, and you can now choose from 12 voice options. We're hoping to get this fighter ready for online play. Previously, Pit's Final Smash was 3 sacred treasures. This time, he'll be riding in style on the Lightning Chariot. In the last game, Zero Suit Samus's Final Smash called in her gunship. This time, she uses her power suit to fire a devastating laser. When Olimar gets damaged, you'll see a crack in his helmet. But don't worry, it'll get fixed up right away. Bayonetta's costumes from her first 2 games are both available. Listen closely and you'll hear differences in the sound effects. It seems we have a guest. Rodan appears as an assist trophy. Warrior's Final Smash, Warrior Man has changed quite a bit. After transforming, he no longer uses individual attacks to get the job done. Donkey Kong's Final Smash is all rapid-fire punches like Donkey Kong Jungle Beat. You'll notice that he and other fighters have expressive new facial animations. Little Mac's Final Smash is now a rush of blows from Giga Mac. In fact, all Final Smash moves in the game get right to the punch. Ness's new Final Smash calls on Paula and Pooh. Of course, Jeff still shows up as an assist trophy. Likewise, Lucas's Final Smash features Kumatora and Boney. At first glance, Wii Fit Trainer seems the same, but her face has a new look. I wavered a bit on whether to change it, but it was a request from the Wii Fit developers. We've included all the hazards from both versions of Mega Man Stage from Super Smash Bros. For Wii U and Nintendo 3DS. And for his final smash, say hello to Proto Man and Bass. Palutena's special attacks have been streamlined this time around. And her down special is now both a counter and a deflector. Rob has a new gauge on his chassis, showing how much fuel he has left for hovering. Notice the epsilon symbols next to Lucina and Dark Pit's numbers? Each of these fighters are based on another fighter in the game. We're treating these fighters a little differently, and have decided to call them Echo Fighters. Allow me to introduce a brand new Echo Fighter. Daisy joins the roster as Peach's Echo Fighter. She fights in a similar manner as Peach, but they have different characteristics, which we hope you'll enjoy. Have fun playing as your favorite princesses. All in all, if you add up the changes we're making, there could be tens of thousands. I hope you're looking forward to some serious matchups. And here's a new fighter. Inkling is a completely new addition to the roster. If you ink opponents, they'll take more damage from attacks. Different weapons are available as smash attacks or special attacks. The Splatter Shot, Splat Bomb, Splat Roller, and the final smash, Killer Whale. You can actually run out of ink, so it's important to refill by pressing the B button while shielding. Inkling Boy also debuts alongside Inkling Girl. Inklings are very fashionable. All 8 have their own outfits. And each has their own ink color, so matches get really bright. By the way, we added in the Squid Sisters as an assist trophy. During their live concert, the camera zooms in for a close-up. That means it's easier to get knocked off the screen. While we're on the topic of assist trophies, let me share some additional information. As you may know, assist trophies lend helpful support in battles. You can KO assist trophies by inflicting damage, and now you get points for it too. However, some assist trophies will remain unbeatable. Maybe an unexpected guest will photobomb your battle. Yep, it's him. There's a wide variety, more than 50 of them appear in the game. Of course, we're also adding even more Pokemon and items. We can't wait to show you. There are a variety of stages available in this game as well, including a massive list of returning stages. If you get a group together to play, it'll be a challenge to hit them all. The graphics have been improved as well. Let's get a look at some stages from various games. All stages now have both Battlefield and Omega forms too. These versions hover above an abyss. Their sizes and terrain are all the same, so savor the simplicity with music and backgrounds from your favorite series. Let's take a sneak peek at the new and returning techniques you can pull off during battles. The directional air dodge enhances mobility. It can come in handy when recovering from a fall. However, if you dodge too much, even on the ground, you'll be wide open to attack and your duration of intangibility gets shorter. You can execute short hop attacks by pressing the A button and jump at any time. Also, you can smash attack by pressing the A and B buttons just like the previous game. A perfect shield occurs when you release the shield button. Until now, you were able to pull it off without any major risks, but going forward, you'll need to time it carefully. For one-on-one battles, the damage dealt will now be greater than in battles with higher numbers of players. This should help ensure that the action is well-paced. In a timed battle, the fighter in the lead will sometimes flash with light. Better do something, or no victory pose for you. We've got something special for your playing pleasure in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. Nintendo GameCube controllers can be used in Super Smash Bros. Ultimate. For many of you, it just isn't the same without them. Not to mention, all Super Smash Bros. Series amiibo figures are compatible this time as well. In fact, all fighters' current amiibo figures will be supported, even if they're from a different series. Tap a compatible amiibo figure to add in a figure player, or FP, and level up. Your FP data from previous titles can be transferred. We hope you're as excited as we are. Our staff will continue working hard until the game releases. We really appreciate your support. We've made including every single fighter ever our #1 goal, so I'm kind of hoping you aren't expecting too many new challengers. However, we do have one more announcement. Please take a look.
Good morning, everyone, and welcome to Nintendo Treehouse Live from the Los Angeles Convention Center and E3. 皆さんおはようございます。ロサンゼルスの E3 会場の Nintendo Treehouse Live の配信へようこそ。I'd like to say thank you to everyone around the world for tuning in to our Nintendo Direct, as well as our fans in Japan. 全世界の皆さんが Nintendo Direct を見ていただいて、そして特に日本のお客さんも見ていただいてどうもありがとうございます。I am Bill Trinan. I am here with Nate Bildorf and Eric Smith from the Treehouse. 僕は Treehouse のビル・トリネンと、ネイト・ビルドフさんとエリック・スミスさんなんですけれども、we have a very special guest for you this morning. We just saw a new character announced. Nate, why don't you tell us who we have and what we're going to see?
What a conference.
キャラクターが発表されましたけれども、今日は特別にスペシャルゲストが登壇していただいて、ネイトさん紹介をお願いいたします。
Yeah, I know that was probably a lot of Smash to digest for those of you viewing at home. Mr. Sakurai on video explained quite a bit.
So let's get into it.
Very fortunate to have a live Mr. Sakurai here with us with his translator Raymond Ilijan.
What'd you exactly think about this?
I thought it was fucking great. I wish there were a few games I was hoping for that they didn't announce, but like overall, it's way fucking better than the shit show that was
Nintendo wins.
No. I would say, yeah.
I completely disagree with you, to be honest.
My take remains that Microsoft still wins because of Devil May Cry and Cyberpunk. But, you know, dropping Ridley, it's not as big as dropping a giant bomb game announcement or something, but it's definitely something that fans have been waiting for goddamn decades. And it's certainly, just that announcement itself was bigger than the entire Sony press conference. So that's saying something.
But is it worth paying another $60 for essentially Smash 4 with all the Smash 4 assets in it? For one character?
Yes. It's not just one character.
You don't play for one character. His characters, you play for
three characters. All the returning fighters, so yes.
It's also got stages.
I guess I'll forever be in the minority opinion on this one, I guess.
I mean, it's still Smash.
Whatever.
It looks like a good Smash game.
It's Smash on the go. Every fucking fighter in history. Most of the old stages. Ridley, like, come on.
Can we talk about the stuff that they didn't bring up during the conference that everyone expected?
Like Metroid Prime 4?
Prime 4.
I wasn't expecting Prime 4. All we got was a single teaser last year.
Yeah,
I wasn't expecting shit.
That was 1 year ago.
So they also said it was incredibly early development to the point where they could only show a logo.
Yeah, but they probably only have like concept art at this point. Not worth showing.
I think you of all people would know how long game development takes.
Absolutely, but
yeah, I do know how. Well, I know how long indie game development takes. An indie game and AAA game development are completely different in a lot of ways. So, yeah.
They could have put together a cinematic trailer within 1 year.
Or at least like an update saying how it's going.
Yeah, cinematic trailer would have been great. We totally wouldn't have shit-talked them if they did that.
Yeah, that's true. We shit-talked a fuckload of fucking Sony cinematic trailers.
It's E3.
Nintendo didn't have a single trailer that didn't have gameplay on it, so that alone is worth crediting.
So let's put on the little straw poll over here. Overall, what do you think about these final results? I think we're kind of jumping ahead of ourselves. We should let people decide what they would give Nintendo in terms of a score.
How does Sony have more votes than Bethesda?
I don't know, man. Where's this poll coming from, Countertunes?
Oh, okay.
Are these reliable sources?
How the hell is Sony in third place on this poll? EA did better than Sony.
Why the fuck is Sony on the poll?
Yeah, exactly.
Microsoft won the conference, therefore the polls will...
If you think this poll is wrong, please vote over it.
Just did.
Just did.
Yeah, I voted it.
Microsoft wins E3, Nintendo close second, everything else is fucking irrelevant.
I think that this one was really smooth in comparison to the Microsoft. Microsoft was throwing games at you. Same thing with Sony. But this one, they focused on the games they knew they had a good success with, you know? Especially, they put the most effort into It felt like they put the most effort into Smash.
I mean,
The presentation
Smash,
was just
they only
beautiful.
dedicated half the fucking
Show to it.
Yeah, I was just
Most
gonna
of
say
it.
that half of it was Smash stuff.
I would like to bring up one thing quickly. Another big arm for Nintendo is their mobile stuff. They brought up Pokemon Go earlier. However, they didn't bring up Mario Kart World Tour, which is just basically portable Mario Kart. I found that quite strange. Not even like a side reference or anything.
Another way to tell that Microsoft won as opposed to Nintendo is just gauge the reaction in this chat. I mean, come on. We were marking out at multiple points in the Microsoft conference. The only mark out moment here was Ridley. Not saying that it was a bad moment.
Yeah, pretty much. I agree with you.
Sorry about that.
Also, no 3DS mention at all.
They know it's dead.
Officially dead. Rip.
So that means it's okay to 3D shack it, if you know what that means.
What's
No,
that
okay.
3D shack mean?
3D shack is basically homebrew, pretty much.
Ah.
I thought you were talking about
you don't
like a
already
3D
have custom
Shaquille O'Neal.
firmware?
It stands for 3DS hacks, but people in the community just call it 3D shacks, and for just dumb reasons.
I'm gonna go ahead and put up that poll real quick. I'm gonna say, what would you give Nintendo's presentation? And also, while we're at it, what would you give Nintendo's presentation?
I give it an A-.
Personally, I give it like a C. I don't care.
I give it a solid A. Solid A.
I give Nintendo a B.
And you can go in any 4 directions you'd like.
So
go ahead
Gaem
and put
says,
this
go
up
look
here.
up who makes Battletoads. Your hype will die. Are you talking the original or the new one? I didn't think they had announced a developer for the new one.
I mean, you would assume it's Rare, right? Because Rare is the original
I want to see
developer.
Etika's reaction. Where's Etika on this on Ridley reveal?
I was actually kind of surprised that they didn't show any like any big sort of mainline game outside of I guess Fire Emblem.
Nintendo is now leading the Who Won E3 poll over
because
one
of the-
character in one game.
There was more to it than
The
that. Man,
legend.
you were. I'm just gonna fucking call you out, man. You are like a diehard boner against Nintendo.
Not really. I mean,
'Cause
I
they
have
had
a Wii
several
U,
game
and
announcements.
every other console they've ever had. Yeah, but like, it just feels more of the same. There's nothing really unique. It's another Mario Party, a Smash, which is just the last one, pretty much, which was also just the last one as well. There's nothing really unique, nothing interesting, nothing brand new that we haven't seen before. No new types of gameplay or new types of, I don't know, storytelling or art style. It's just the same again.
But even if,
And no one else on E3 had anything better?
even if
they're all
Or,
shit
and
houses.
someone else, I should say, had something better?
They're all of them have the exact same problem, and it's the one thing I hate most about the game industry, honestly. It's the heavy use of like repetitive gameplay loops and genres and stuff. Something new would be nice, and I don't think it's ever gonna happen. But that's just me. I'm a
You're not
jaded
going to see
asshole.
someone dump $100 million into a new project with no fucking testing and idea of whether or not it's going to succeed.
Isn't Death Stranding gonna be
Star
something
Citizen.
completely unique?
it's a third person walking sim, that's what we saw last night. And even if everything's gonna be the same, like regardless, right? We didn't get any giant big announcement of a game. No, for example, there wasn't anything on the level of a Zelda or a new Mario or a new Metroid. That's when all that stuff was blown out in years past.
Yeah, but
New Mario Party is great. That's a great game to announce, but it's not a big game to announce.
Yeah, yeah.
Meanwhile, in Microsoft, you know, I'm sorry, but DMC5, that's big. It's been a long time.
Mhm. So, what was everyone's favorite conference?
Sony
Nintendo.
hands down. Sony
Well,
hands down.
Sony for entertainment value, Nintendo for the actual games. Yeah.
I like Devolver for their entertainment value, although I'm probably never going to play any of the games they featured.
all 2 games they showed off.
All 2 games.
Wasn't it 3? Oh no.
Nintendo's was brilliantly presented. Like, it's smooth, it's fast moving, and they know what they know what their gamers want, I guess. You know, and then Xbox had so many damn games that it was hard to hate on it, apart from some cringeworthy moments. The ones I didn't like, I think EA's was like the worst in my opinion. If not, Sony's was also pretty bad.
My personal favorite is probably Sony, just for making me cry earlier today, my time, because that was so fucking funny. And then probably actual favorite would be PC Gaming Show, because Satisfactory and Tweaktown look pretty damn good.
Well,
Yeah,
also Frankie. Also Frankie looked pretty damn good.
Yeah, sure, that too.
And of course, this game is still in development, so
All right, let's get into the comments. What do you guys think? Flamebear says Sony had 4 games and was so slow. The conference in general or Nintendo's E3 presentation?
Nintendo's E3, I thought they brought it pretty fucking good. Like I said, there were a few things that they didn't present I wanted. Like, I want a new Animal Crossing for sure, but we didn't get it.
Absolutely.
I guess I couldn't have expected it since the mobile game just came out, but, you know, you can fucking dream. But, everything else, no, I think they did fine. E3 in general this year was as disappointing as normal, but at least we had 2 good conferences that, I guess 3. I would even rate PC Gamer as a really good one. Which is better than most fucking years, so I guess this is a better E3 than usual.
So like 3 out of 4 were there's 8, right?
There's quite a
so
few.
3 out of 8.
Trying to do the math in my head. Roughly.
I want to say
3 out of 8.
Yeah.
3 out of 8.
Less
I
than
think we
half
covered.
decent.
So Von Zippenstein says, trying to find any info on who is developing the new Battletoads. No one knows. Does anyone know who is making the new Battletoads?
You would assume it's Rare. Rare was the
What if
developer. I looked it up. I couldn't find anything.
GameStop in partnership with Congregate Games.
Maybe it's a subsidiary at Rare. They created a studio with that, maybe.
Yeah. Ariado says, I'm disappointed in Sony. All memes aside, Sony seriously dropped their game in the last years. I think it's because of the huge success of the PS4. I think that's pretty true. Their console was strong this generation, but the thing is, coming up to these newer games, I think they can continue to keep pace. What do you guys think?
It's like you said they dropped their game. Which games?
I've said it for years that this. I've said it for absolutely years that this fucking generation is going to be like the last one, where one company starts off strong, the other's a train wreck, and then by the end, it's like the other one's on top.
So, what do you think, J.H. Morello, about this conference and then maybe E3 in general?
Well, it was pretty good, but I wish they didn't spend so much on Smash.
Yes, absolutely.
That's the reason why it's not getting an A for me. It's getting a B because we had too much. We had, what, 20 to 30 minutes on Smash or something like that. And although it was pretty exciting that we're getting Ridley finally.
Yeah, everyone's been waiting for that.
Oh, definitely. But I wish there was more new characters besides the Inklings and Ridley.
Yeah, it was a lot of, not necessarily palette swaps, though we had some of those too, but like model upgrades, we could say. More polygons. Like, they didn't really change the design that much. Model upgrades and shadow upgrades. Like, the shadows look beautiful on these. But I'm wondering if our predictions were right and Smash 5 is just the port of Smash 4 with extra bells and whistles.
It might be a little petty, but the two newcomers, Inkling and Ridley, are both Nintendo.
Yeah, Morello pushed the
So there wasn't a third-party newcomer announced.
Well, hold on. If I switch to push to talk, it may mute me.
There are rumors that Smash Ultimate is going to be in the Unreal Engine, and if that's true, it's literally not a port.
Hello Marmalade says, there were things to be hyped for in the Sony conference, but no release dates for anticipated IPs. I do find that a lot of the games that were unveiled in Sony's they had the release dates really vague. Like, oh, it's fall 2018, fall 2019, or, spring 2019. I think it kind of brings into like a bigger idea. Do these guys have an idea of when to publish? Are they afraid of a delay? Like, are they having it intentionally vague because they might delay it or something?
The other side of it is that absolutely every single game on the Sony conference was practically the same genre, third-person cinematic action adventure without exception.
And optional stealth.
Over the shoulder, deep deep story, I should say. Fucking yeah. I hate that fucking place
every
so
single
much.
game
It's so boring.
on a press conference was one genre. I'm not sure if that's happened in the past.
No, Spider-Man was an action game.
It's a third. Was it like?
I mean, Last of Us is also an action
It looks
game.
like Microsoft's taking the lead in this poll.
Yeah.
Just fuck my shit up, fam. Just do it. Schedule an appointment at your leisure. I think if we're going game for game, like, I think there might be more magnitude in Microsoft. I like the presentation more.
Okay.
Yeah.
Okay, GM, now's the time.
Go
for
on.
Talk.
He is.
I like the
muted.
presentation more with Nintendo's.
Stop.
But with
sorry.
Xbox really had quite a few games.
Yeah,
J.H. Morello published his power list. I'm gonna read it off as a courtesy, because F my homie F. He got muted. Microsoft is number 1 on J.H. Morello's list, followed by Nintendo, Devolver Digital, Sony, Bethesda, PC Gaming Show, Ubisoft, Square Enix, and then finally EA at dead last. I'm curious to hear what your guys' power rankings are.
No one voted for Square Enix in the poll.
Literally who? They
Honestly-
didn't even have a presenter.
Honestly, for me, it would have to be Nintendo at the top, then Microsoft, then PC Gaming Show, then Devolver Digital, Bethesda, Ubisoft, Sony, Square Enix, EA. Yeah.
Might as well go in order of like the list on the stream.
Yeah.
Make it civilized, so you're upbeat.
Wait, did I go in the same order as the list on the stream?
No,
Yeah, you're first.
Okay, now I could. Yeah, I'm gonna use the full screen as a reference. Microsoft, Nintendo. I'd say Sony, because Sony didn't let me down. I didn't see PC Gaming's yet because I was away. My power was out. Bethesda's, Ubisoft, because I know they're gonna downgrade some of their shit, but I'm sure there was some highlights too. EA's and Square Enix at dead last, because Square Enix didn't even try with their presentation. I'm very disappointed in them.
Yeah, they just went in and say, "Hi, we're here."
Yeah, mine would be Xbox, Nintendo, PC Gaming Show, Devolver, I guess Ubisoft, let's say EA and Sony. I didn't watch Square Enix.
So, any things to close this up? Any last remarks about the E3 presentation in general?
As in, like, the Nintendo one, or just the whole thing?
The whole conference.
Surprising lack of Battle Royale, except for PC gaming.
I'm very thankful that multiple things that people have been waiting for years for got announced, like DMC 5 and Ridley.
Better than most years, not as good as the best ones.
Yeah. I think, like, just as other games have in previous years, they're building on the ones they announced very vaguely. Like, for instance, I'm really looking forward to what they're going to show for Elder Scrolls 6. The other things I'm not happy about, for instance, Fallout 76. The Smash project, I'm looking forward, despite me not owning a Switch. I have a good feeling about it, you know? And then PC gaming and Xbox's cloud gaming features. Some people are against the concept of cloud, but if you have like a really old computer, having that might be neat. At the downside of that always online concept that they were talking about when they first unveiled the Xbox One and everyone hated. Now that's going to become a reality because it's going to be necessary in order to play, that cloud gaming feature.
Would you say that would mean that Xbox was ahead of its time?
Oh, shit. You know what? Probably not, though. And here's why. they had the concept of Steam going, I think, with their digital download stuff. They wanted to try and be that. But the problem was they were penalizing people who didn't want to go always online. And with the disc feature, they had a one-time activation and you couldn't like just sell your discs at the beginning. And PS4 had that ad where they were saying, oh, here's how you share your disc with a friend, how you use games to play on friends' consoles. Just hand it to them.
But here's a super woke take, though. They didn't want you to sell your discs because every Xbox going forward is going to be backwards compatible.
Yeah.
You know, it's really funny is if you go back and watch that whole, here's how you share your games ad or whatever. They slipped paid online in there and got away with it.
That's right.
No fucking repercussions.
That's right. You saw that fine print, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
But somebody's going to pay for those servers. I'm guessing Sony just didn't want to do it this generation around. Because they knew they were probably going to win. It's a nice revenue source, too.
Like, Microsoft is just so fucking stupid the way they handled the first few months. First few years, I guess.
Yeah. And I guess on the positive note, what they did with that money is they had like the PS Now and stuff. They let you, download a free game every so often. Same thing with Xbox. So I'm going to put on this feedback chart. You guys let us know how V3 went. This is our first time doing this. A little bit of an experience because what we would do every year is run a pre-recorded clip for the VGA show because it's already done when we have it live to air. Sometimes. Other times we have one part of the show ready, and then the other part we have to send in while the show's going on. But apart from that, it's mostly been very easy.
Morello says he thinks he's fixed, so let me test. GH?
Oh. Yes?
We on push to talk now?
Yeah, I'm holding down the enter button. I think this is how it works.
Alright. You're holding down still.
Yeah, I'm here.
You can let go.
I think this is the first time
there we go.
Like a 3D realization of Ridley. I mean, obviously I've seen it during production and development, but
Okay, so what are you doing, Beat? Sorry.
I just went ahead and put the feedback link in the stream. I know it's bit.ly. It's very trusted, rest assured. You're not going to get any Trojans or viruses from typing in this link. I thought it was a little bit shorter than the Google short link. But
right,
this
yeah,
is
let
all
us
the
know how
feedback.
shit we were.
Yeah, let us know how shit we were. Did you enjoy the commentary? We had a bunch of things like production quality and stuff. Has this special coverage made you more keen for our annual event, the VGAs? And should we do this again next year? If you have any additional feedback, be sure to send it in. We'll also be rating the chat replay in case you guys want to share it there. And I'm just been very happy about this. This is very neat. It's it was something that initially some of us were a little bit timid about. We weren't too sure how it was exactly going to go, but I'm glad we did it. 100% for sure.
Yeah, I hope you guys do this again next year.
Yeah, this is pretty fun.
Yeah, I had a good time.
Details, man. Details.
Any last comments before we air ourselves out?
Hope to do this again next year.
I look forward to next year, and I had a good time.
All right, I hope you all had a great time as well. This is the V3 team. Shout out to Countertunes, who is not here today, but he hosted the majority of the V3 streams.
Pour some out for the lost nigga.
Yeah, pour some out. Pour out enough for my homie. My homie will return, though. He will rise from the grave. He's a great man. And so are you, our fellow viewers. Alrighty, y'all. Take care. See you soon.
See ya.
So yeah.
See ya and thank you.
Bye.
Congratulations.
Congratulations. See you.
Congratulations.